Let's go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And this one is underway here on
It was back home where it all started from.
Definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw.
Even when the work's rolling on the floor laughing.
What's up with you, champ? Yeah, I gotta get him.
40 here for 2nd and 3.
Gotta get him.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Second and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Third down and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Ravens.
Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive.
You ain't about to run with Jackson. He ain't running through there. We're going to spy him.
And ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson.
He needs some milk, glass of milk.
Right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down, because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Go! Ready?
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And his defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard into the 36.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Mitchell. They'll call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it. And all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
65 catch. 60. Ready? 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Hawk.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
70 range, Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And now Mitchell, 34 yards. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Jackson now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Already. I'm ready.
Here's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end
Not timely hit stick him soon as he dove. They should have made him fumble it.
Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Look at that. That should have been a hit stick.
Time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Okay, ready?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First down.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Ready, ready?
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at
That's a pick, boy. He's sitting right there. Number 1 sitting right there.
The last time on the field.
That is a pick.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, here's Mitchell. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
Man, if they don't stop bailing them out, that's a sack. Stop bailing this guy out.
23 yards to pick up there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They ain't let him jump. They ain't let the man jump, man. This is crazy. This is crazy.
There with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
It's trash, man. It's trash. He's getting some unbelievable stuff.
Flowers from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have yet again retaken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
34-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here we go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive and they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready.
Brings up
18
2nd and
Ravens.
12.
18 Ravens.
The Ravens 49-yard line.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Tackle 80. Dragon 60.
Now back to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Adnan Mitchell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
Man, stop pausing the game, man.
And the Colts have moved out in front.
The kicker on for the point after.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second
About to throw
and
this
sometimes
pick.
third progression. That was a nice
Put that on everything. You're about to throw this pick.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
My man.
Analytics will tell you.
Hey, man, that is an interception all the way through.
28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the
That's
first
a
play,
pick.
attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer.
Okay,
and a first
all
down.
right. Good one. That's crazy.
The 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second and 5. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Hey, man, come on, dude.
Isaiah Likely.
Don't help this dude out.
Yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been
That's
fun.
crazy.
Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up.
22 seconds is a lifetime.
You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today's
22
track shoes.
seconds
That's
is
what
a
we're seeing with these
lifetime.
offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the jump.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 7 Pirates, 7, Mustang 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete.
He dropped that stuff. He dropped that. That's crazy.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, 60 Wildcats. Let's go. 69, Buffalo 8, 19, strike. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man, it's Jonathan Mingo. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout.
That
As it
went
comes
long,
in the
too.
waning moments of
That
quarter
went
number 2.
long.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
They probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Come on. 19, Lions. 18, Pioneer. Warriors 70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the draw is Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 20, here's second down and 2.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther, go.
Back to throw. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
First down and goal to go.
Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
31. Ravens 24.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now it's Jackson.
They won't let this guy jump for nothing, man. That is a pick, dude. They refuse to let him jump.
Great effort there. 31 yards.
They refuse to let him jump. And this is a pick.
To a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
19 fights. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison Jr., 50 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Back and forth game.
Yeah, got to stop right here, though. You got to stop right here. Check this out. Got to get a stop right here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
And he is into the end zone for the Baltimore.
Yeah, that's on me right there.
A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Let's get it.
On his loop for the extra point. And he missed it. No good.
That's his mess up game right there. Messed that one up.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 30.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Get it? COVID-19.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag.
Seriously.
I think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. They'll look to throw. On The RPO, he'll keep it himself. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
Second down and inches. That ball caught by Harrison. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marvin Harrison Jr. with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Preholmes on the all-time list. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It's a gain of 34. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game. And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 31.
180! 180!
Right back to Mitchell here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch. Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So for 4th down, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
I see why people run the ball. These break tackles are insane, man. These joints are insane.
So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2. And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Come on. Ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
I can't break one tackle. I can't break one.
Rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Second and 2. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Deputy Lion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Tag. Bronco 80. Ready, ready.
That's out to the left and complete.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Lion.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Here we go. Viking 18. Warrior 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Colts. From 6 yards away. Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Ravens 45.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guy's going out for passes.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. A give here to Mitchell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. That went into the hands of Flowers.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. He'll try to pick it up himself. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
Man, if they don't give me the interception, man, and stop playing. Stop playing, man.
Timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here it is. 4th and inches. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Stupid didn't even follow the man, man. He sat right there.
So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Go for 2 like you did in a playoff game. Stupid.
By scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Jackson. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Colts 52. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Tag. Viking 18. Go.
Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
70, Cup 19, Cup 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10.
Not Dragon 60, 72. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. Into the wind. This is for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth.
Good game, stupid.
And it's good to be back in the booth with